Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of the Bad Drop Road to the Show with Adrian Ceris. And we just won the World Series, second time in a row. Hopefully setting ourselves up for a dynasty moving forward with Adrian on the team. And so we're here just kind of going to, go through the offseason, see who we picked up, see who retired and all that niceness. And then I want to talk to you guys about the future of this series moving forward. So first and foremost, retired players. Shota Imanaga retired. He had 2 years with us, pretty good years, and kind of just got worse, and I guess it's time for him to go at 39 years old, so that makes sense. Let's see, Max Fried retired at 39. Dude, he was old too. These guys are old. I guess it makes sense though because I'm like 8 years into the league, so it makes sense. Gerardi Ventura, I don't know what that is. Soroka retired at 35. Hadn't played any games for a while, unfortunately. Anybody else worth it? Paul DeJong retired at 39. Joan Duran retired at 35. Sixto Sanchez. Damn, he lost a lot. Gary Gill Hill. Cousin of Willie Mays Hayes, probably. Jonah Tong. Zach Eflin retired. He even played. All right, well, so these are the guys that retired. Manny Machado at 40 years old retired. 502 home runs he had. I'm assuming he'd make the Hall of Fame with these numbers after 19 years. I would think. Anybody else worth it, I guess? Doesn't seem to be the case. Byron Buxton retired. Doesn't seem like he's going to make it, unfortunately. But he had a solid career. And I guess that seems to be about it for this year. All right, so yes, Machado made it, and Mike Trout retired. I didn't even see his. Whoops, I should have looked for that. They retired. Both made the Hall of Fame. Good for them. Are you want to exit the Hall of Fame? Yes. Okay, so now this is going to just be a straight simulation because, again, I already signed my deal. Adrian signed his deal for 10 years. He has 9 years left, 33 to 41. So there really isn't much for us to see here. It's mostly just kind of simulating through. We're, of course, going to go ahead and call from our agent, Stephanie Sanders. Hey, congrats, champ. What an amazing run by you and the Brewers for the World Series title. You all have much to be proud of. That said, is there anything you want to chat about now that offseason is here? Yes. Trade. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm staying here for good. I said in the beginning, I'm going to end my career with one team, period. I see a lot of different channels run these roads to the shows, and they play multiple teams at all times. Nope, stay with one team, period. Good to hear. I will touch base again around the start of spring training, if not sooner. Until then, enjoy your offseason, Adrian. You too. And so we'll just sim straight through. Now, again, the Brewers having won 2 championships in a row probably have the ability to spend more money on new guys. So I'm very interested to find out who we're going to spend money on and who we're going to get. As you see Adrian's career stats, he has a .453 batting average, almost 1,800 hits, 700, and I forgot the amount of home runs, but that's fine. Now, let's take a look at the roster. All right, so first and foremost, standings. Who's the number 1 overall team? It's not us, we're third. We're very good overall, everything. Of course, pitching is still our worst leg, which makes sense. Who's 1? Who's 30? Cubs? Damn. But who's 1? I would assume it's still the Mets, right? Dude, it is the Mets. And they are, like, first in everything. All right, first and foremost, I want to see their team before we see our own team. We'll get there. But who do the Mets have now? Of course, they still have. So it's the same team that they already had. They just signed James Wood this year. Actually, they already had him. Never mind. So yeah, this is pretty much the same team then. I guess they're just good. Royce Lewis is a new addition to the team. That makes sense. So there's a guy they got. Campos they had. Yeah, they didn't really add much. Excuse me. They're just still that good. But now, let's see our team. The Brewers. Still have Adrian. Still have Corbin Carroll. We signed Christian Campbell. That's a good signing right there. Hopefully he does well for us. Here, we'll actually go this way. Our pitchers. Almansar, who had a great year last year. A fantastic year. Did not have a good postseason, but had a really good regular season. Javier, we still have. He was a Cy Young finalist as well. There's Peralta, who was not good last year. It hasn't been good for a couple of years, actually. Mitch Keller was really good last year. And Tobias Myers. So it's the same 5 as before. That makes sense. Let's see their contracts. Myers' deal is up, and he's making 24. Peralta's deal is up. Javier's deal is up. And Almanzar, well, he has control. But these 3 guys, Javier, Peralta, and Tobias Myers, can free up $84 million of room next year. And so I look forward to getting a couple of big boys next year as well. We still have Kate Smith, who had, considering how the year started, he ended pretty well, I guess. 48 saves is still pretty good, but he's just getting worse the past couple of years, which I guess it is what it is. Kyle Hurd is still here. Kyle Hurd is not bad, not good, just okay. We have a new closer, Tom King, and I like him. He doesn't really have hits per 9, but he does have okay walks per 9 and home runs per 9. The thing is, he's not going to be good this year probably, but he will be in the future. We don't have Wilson Contreras anymore. William Contreras anymore, but now we're going to have Jefferson Guerrero as our starting catcher. Hasn't had a starting role his entire career of 5 years in the league and plus. Had a good year last year in a reduced role, so I'm interested to see how he will do this year. Now again, Contreras was our second best hitter in the league, or on the team, so it's interesting to find out. Well, first, where did he go? I guess the first question, where did he go? Where did you go? Who signed you? I don't think he retired, did he? No. Where'd you go? William Contreras signed with the Texas Rangers. 35-year-old catcher. He signed a 2-year, $16.4 million contract. You see his numbers last year? Again, they were really good. He's a really good player. Actually, what is his WAR last year? 6.9. Again, really good catcher, really good year. But he's 85 overall. I think it's at 87. And we have a guy who's 86. So they wanted to let him run. Makes sense. Vlad is regressing, of course, more and more. Had an okay year last year, not too bad. We still have him as our first baseman. Guzman matches lefties still. Hopefully he continues to do so. Aforementioned Christian Campbell, so I guess Cole Keith is either going to be a backup or we're going to have him, I don't know, platoon roles and such. Jordan Westberg, we have him still. He had a pretty good year last year, but he's also regressing. Then we have, of course, Adrian, I should say. Cooper Pratt is here as well. Jackson Churrio's getting worse and worse. He's too young to be going bad already. He's had some good seasons, too. I don't like that he's getting worse. It's not good. We have to fix this immediately. Drew Gilbert is our new starting center fielder. I guess O'Neal Cruz he's getting older, so there he is. And he's not really had any good years with us, actually. No, not really. That sucks, actually. Oh, that was a pretty good year, actually. And then it seems like okay years, but right here, last year wasn't the best year. Holman Bush is here. Okay, cool. Right fielders is still, of course, Corbin Carroll. So overall, that is our team. Couple additions here, a couple of subtractions there. I'm actually really interested to find out what's going to happen next year, but I'm kind of just getting a little ahead of myself. So what we'll do is we'll play a little bit of spring training games, and I'll talk about looking forward what I want to do. I guess first we're going to have another talk to Stephanie. What does she say now? Congrats on your first big league spring training, and best of luck making the Brewers opening day roster. Thanks, but this is my 8th year already, so no. Do you have any topics you need to discuss? I'm good for now. Thank you very much. Good to hear. Touch base around All-Star break. Cool. All right. No problem. So now, we're going to play these games. I'm looking at right now at the roster for the Reds. They don't look that good. Jordan is getting worse. I mean, Ellie is still Ellie, of course, but Ellie and Colton Cowser seem to be the only guys that I guess are worth it, at least in the offense. So, anyway, now is where we can go ahead and talk about our plans moving forward, and we'll kind of just call it from there. So, first. All right. Again, the open base is more so, get our points. Why not? So here's the deal.
So 2 down. Here's the veteran shortstop. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate.
So here's the deal. All right, we have now played 8 seasons.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Actually, can we set this off real quick? Yes, we can. All right. turn it off for right now so we can talk to you guys real quick. All right, here we go. So as I was saying, we have played 8 full seasons now of Road to the Show with Adrian Ceris. 1 season in the minors, 7 in the majors. And we've done a bunch of different things in those 7 years. Many accolades. I didn't go. Many accolades. We won 2 championships. We pretty much earned every trophy that I wanted to earn so far, including finally the Gold Glove, as well as playoff MVPs and the All-Star Game MVP. We won all those things. Realistically, there are only a couple of things left that I want to do. So, first and foremost, I would like to but set the record for the hitting streak, the most games hitting streak. It's, of course, at 56 right now. I mentioned in an episode a few months back, actually, that I've never, in any of the games that I've played, never have I actually set that record. I did it once by saves coming. Otherwise, I never actually did it naturally, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it's hard to get that many hits in a row, or games in a row with a hit. I understand that. So, that's one thing. Obviously, I want to win more championships. I believe Yogi Berra has the most for a career with 11. I believe that's the number. I gotta look it up. But no, I want to make sure I can have double digits. I want to make sure I have numbers. I want to win all the championships all the time, right? But apart from that, individual stats, I mean, yeah, I want to set the records in, of course, home runs, RBI, stolen bases, hits, the whole thing, right? And I'm sure I'm going to do that as I just play more seasons in aggregate and just sweating, you know, get the counting numbers. It's probably going to happen. But the thing is, I feel like at this point, we have now come to almost like an impasse where it's, I guess, seems to be more of the same, right? Adrian is already a 99 overall. He has 99 attributes and everything that matters. The only thing he doesn't have yet are 40 bunting, which I'll probably do this year anyway, right? So you have that. I mean, the perks that I mastered, I've already mastered them. I don't care about the base running or the fielding perks, really. And it's just more of the same. I've set records. I mean, I have the record now. If you look at the top left of like that record screen, I already have Adrian has the record for everything. He literally had which was the FU season where he set everything in the 1 year. Hits, home runs, RBI, stolen bases. All of it was in 1 year he set it. And then, of course, the year after that, he broke the hit records as well as the stolen base record, which you can see over here, actually. Where is it? Not stats and awards. It is... Where is it? League leaders? No. Awards. I know it's here. Here we go. Records. Top left, single season records batting. He has the home runs, the hits, the stolen bases, the runs, and the RBIs. And again, they were all set in 2031. In 32, he broke the record for the hits and for stolen bases, as you can see right there. So at this point, the only thing that I'm looking to do right now, basically, is on the career records for batting. The home runs, the hits, the stolen bases, the RBIs, the runs, and the hitting streak. The home runs will probably be done this year. I'll break the Bonds record this year. Everything else will take time. Unless I also do the hitting streak one this year as well. But what I'm trying to say basically is I feel like at this point, it all feels a little bit samey. I mean, yeah, I can craft a couple stories here and there, of which I'm still getting better at making stories, but for the most part, it's the same thing. You know, the Brewers are the number 3 team now overall. Their main rival is the Mets. They're going to win their 100 games. They're going to face the Mets in the championship series probably, and hopefully they win and continue from there. I really haven't, it's not much different at that point. Right now, it's just kind of where it's at. So I almost feel like it's somewhat a waste of time to just simulate not simulate, but play these seasons like every game, right? I've also noticed, like, I did the math, right? And each season takes about 25 or so episodes. So in essence, you get one season a month of real time. Hashtag backdrop, by the way. And so, do I want to continue to do that? If it's one season a month, you're going to get, 2033 in October, 34 in November, 35 in December. That'll be my 11th year at this point. Once the new year comes over. And then you have January, February, March. So I finished 3 more seasons, which will give me, I think, like 15 at that point. And I, of course, do all crazy amounts of records and everything like that, of course. So I think what I'm probably going to do, not this season specifically, I think this season you're going to get the full season, right? So you're going to go ahead and get every game, of which I played every game. You'll get that for this season as well, right? And I hope we hashtag match up again, by the way, 2 in the game. I hope we do get another championship, get 3 in a row, and kind of make a legitimate dynasty at that point. That would be great. I do think what's going to end up happening after that, though, is, so not for Season 8, which this is, but for Season 9, probably moving forward, I may change it up a little bit. I think what I may do in that one is, I may actually simulate a couple of games here and there. I may just, play some games here and there. Play definitely the milestones. Maybe play like a month at a time. So it'll be greatly reduced to where instead of it being, a month of real time for a whole season, I could probably do a whole season in like a week, maybe 2 weeks, for example, right? I'm thinking about doing that, kind of just to make it a little faster, because again, what I want to do is, I think if I did it every game and I kept playing the way that I do, I can probably get through 15 seasons by the time that MLB 26 comes out, right? Cool. I do want to get through 25. I want to get through as many seasons as possible in one career. I've never done that before. I haven't. I think the most years I've ever played is actually, so I have a PS Vita, and my PS Vita, I have MLB The Show 15, which I believe is the last Vita game of MLB The Show. And again, I have the Vita today. I've been playing it for the past 13 years. I've had it since day one. And I've been playing 15 since 15 came out. So 90s are playing that game, right? It's my handheld version, basically, of the show. I don't have a Switch, so or a Switch 2. It's just my handheld is on the Vita. And that one I've played 10 seasons, I believe. So I would say that one is the most time that I spent with one specific character. What I ended up doing with a couple other ones, like in 17, for example, where I play with the original Backdrop with Andrew, and I played like 6 seasons. I got a free agent contract, and then I just simulated like 10 seasons plus. And then I came back when that's probably another homer, by the way. 3 home runs in a row? Yeah, 3 home runs in a row. So I ended up with that one simulating about 10, 15 seasons or so, and then I just got to like where I was 39 years old, had the numbers, and I played again at that point, but I was like after like just simulating a bunch of seasons. I don't want to do that this time. I want to actually just play as much as possible, and then get to a point where, through the actual grind, I've gotten the numbers that I got, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. Again, like I said, this season, 2033, I'll play all the games, so you'll see basically this whole month upcoming, the entire, all the games played. But I guess I'll revisit this same conversation next year, or I guess in a month, where at that point I may look into starting to make the seasons a little bit quicker. I don't know. We'll see. That's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. And so, again, I just wanted to have this episode to kind of tell you that's what I'm feeling and what I want to do. And I hope you guys stick with me through the process as I do that. Should be fun. I mean, I've been having fun with this. Again, this is the most fun that I've been having in the show, Road to the Show, since, I guess, 20. And even 20, it wasn't my favorite, because the thing that I like the most above all else is I do enjoy the fact that we have points and we can upgrade our guy with points. That I enjoy the most, right? And it's just unfortunate that we didn't have that for some time. It was basically you play and you'll just earn your points, your attribute upgrades with just playing. I didn't like that. I like to be able to just train this way. And so I would say 20 was good. 20, I had great years. Great, in-game years. But no, I think 25 has been probably my favorite Road to the Show in 5 years, which is also interesting considering that this is the first time that, one, I've put it on, not the first time I put it on YouTube. I had a couple of videos from 17, but this much on YouTube. This is the first time I've had this many episodes on YouTube. Also the first time that I've used a different character, somewhat. It's the same animations, but it's just a different character. So I had that story going on, and it's been fun. So with that, I'll leave you guys. I know it's a little quicker one. I just want to get my thoughts out for the most part. I look forward to finishing this season with you guys once again. Hopefully, we do win the World Series once again and show why Adrian is the best player in the game of all time and why the Brewers are a dynasty and should be feared. To that point, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this little, I guess, conversation that we've had. If you did, you can leave a comment, touch the like, and caress the subscribe button. To that end, my name is Diablo. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Later.